Right, welcome back to this program. We are still at chapter 9. Well, when we left off, we were doing something regarding the use of the word independent. That is at paragraph 7. So now we are at the new guideline, and this is a guideline on the application for the approval of arrangements under paragraph 11 of the first schedule to the Financial Advisors Act. Right, this guideline is numbered as FAA GO6. Right. Now, this guideline is a special arrangement whereby an applicant needs to get the approval before they can work out this arrangement with a foreign party. Right. Now, the basis is at 7.2, paragraph 7.2, which says that section 6(1) of the FAA provides that no person shall act as a financial advisor in Singapore in respect of any financial advisory services unless he is authorized to do so by a financial advisor's license, authorized by way of a financial advisor's license, or is an exempt financial advisor. All right, I believe you know the difference between a licensed financial advisor and an exempt financial advisor. Now, the important paragraph there is 7.3, where it sets out that under paragraph 11 of the first schedule to the Financial Advisors Act allows a foreign company. Now, this foreign company must be within the meaning of section 4(1) of the Companies Act. Right. So again, a foreign company is defined under section 4(1) of the Companies Act, whose provision of any financial advisory service is effected under an arrangement. So here we are looking at an arrangement, right? An arrangement between the foreign company on the one hand, all right, the foreign company on the one hand, and its related corporation, which is licensed under the Financial Advisors Act or exempt under the Financial Advisors Act on the other hand. Right? Just to repeat a little more. So a foreign company, as defined under the Companies Act, that is the first step. All right, and this company, a foreign company, has an arrangement with a local corporation, a financial advisor corporation, or an exempt financial advisor. And such an arrangement under paragraph 11 must be approved by the MAS. Right? Individuals providing any financial advisory services for the foreign-related corporation under an arrangement as approved by the MAS are not representatives as defined in the FAA and are therefore not required to be an appointed or provisional representative under the FAA. All right, so take a look at paragraph 7.3. That covers the scope, the ambit, as it were, in relation to this paragraph 11. All right, where a foreign company has this arrangement. It can have this arrangement with a local financial advisor or an exempt financial advisor, right? So there is this avenue for some kind of an arrangement with a foreign company as defined under the Companies Act. Now, how would the MAS assess and approve of this particular arrangement under paragraph 11 of the first schedule? Now, 7.4 is quite clear. The MAS will take a facilitative approach. All right, the approach is facilitative. Right, they want to facilitate the appointment. They want to facilitate the approval of this arrangement between an entity that is licensed under the FAA or an exempt FAA and its foreign-related corporation. Right, foreign-related corporation. The key word there is related. All right. While the MAS recognizes that many such arrangements form part of a legitimate business activities, it is not the intention of the MAS that an approval granted under paragraph 11 be regarded as encouraging the establishments of entities in Singapore. They are no more than shell companies. All right. The MAS wants to make sure that these are all legitimate, bona fide arrangements, right? Right? I just read that again. Not to encourage the establishment of entities in Singapore that are no more than shell companies, or facilitate business practices or market conduct that can undermine the regulatory integrity, right, or pose a risk to financial stability and market confidence. So there is concern in terms of the issues about regulatory integrity, risk to the financial stability and market confidence in Singapore. Right? While there is flexibility, there's openness, right, in order to facilitate business between a local FA, a financial advisor, and an exempt financial advisor, and a related foreign company. MAS is concerned about people going around the Financial Advisors Act and the other legislations to undermine the banking and finance sector in Singapore. So paragraph 7.5 sets out the criteria where the Singapore entity should ensure that the foreign related corporation can meet. All right. In particular, A says it possesses competence in the specific area of business that's proposing to effect under this arrangement under paragraph 11. Right. So competency is key in a specific area of business. All right. B is discharges its function in an efficient, honest, and fair manner, and it is subject to proper supervision by its home regulatory authority. Right, meaning to say that this foreign related entity must come from a jurisdiction where laws and rules and regulations are clear. All right, in relation to supervision by the authority, okay, whether it's a central bank or other financial services authority in the home country. Right, so these are the three criteria under paragraph 11 that the foreign related corporation must meet. And the onus is on the Singapore entity. The Singapore entity, meaning the financial advisor or the exempt financial advisor, to ensure, right, that its foreign related corporation meet the three criteria set up at 7.5. And 7.6 provides the type of consideration that MAS will take into account in doing the assessment for the application under paragraph 11. All right, that's under 7.6A to E. So if you look down the A to E, the paragraphs there, you will note the nature of the financial advisory services proposed to be effected under the paragraph 11 arrangement. So what kind of financial advisory services are we talking about? Okay, are we talking about insurance? Are we talking about collective investment scheme, right, and other types of services and or products designated under the Financial Advisors Act? Then the roles of the Singapore entity and the foreign related corporation in relation to this paragraph 11 arrangement. And C, adequacy of controls, procedures, management oversight, and so on over the proposed financial advisory services. All right, you look at the footnote below under 2. All right, these include mechanisms for resolving disputes and handling complaints and investor recourse. All right, so if the investor suffers from any, or if the investor suffers from any, or the complaint or the alleged mis-selling and so forth, any recourse to the investor. All right, so there must be an avenue where the investor can make a complaint to, or whatever, right? So mechanism for resolving disputes, handling complaints, and investor recourse. Okay, that's in relation to the adequacy of procedures and controls. D, there 7.6D says the adequacy of record keeping and documentations to ensure proper audit trail in relation to the arrangement. So underline the word audit trail. So all has to be transparent, and all this must be properly documented. And E talks about the target clientele. So who are the clients whereby the arrangement is supposed to serve? All right, we will go into details on that later on. All right, so 7.5 sets out the criteria. 7.6 sets out the factors whereby the MAS will make its assessment whether or not to grant approval for the paragraph 11 arrangement. right? And of course, 7.7 is the key operational point. And it is clear that since rules and regulations and market practices vary across jurisdictions, all right, even among the Commonwealth countries, right? So the MAS may, for prudential reasons, for prudence sake, give favorable consideration to arrangements where certain key processes, such as advisory and client servicing of the financial advisory services provided, are undertaken and controlled by the Singapore entity. All right. So the MAS, for prudence, for reasons of prudence, all right, for prudential reasons, so they prefer some of these services undertaken or controlled by the Singapore entity. All right. Apart from the facilitative approach taken, the MAS also takes a holistic view, all right, when assessing the arrangement. All right. So the approach that the MAS is taking is a holistic view when assessing the arrangement, which may involve more than one related foreign-related corporation or more than one financial advisory services as provided by the Act. Right? Now, if you look at paragraph 7.8, 7.9, I'm going to move very quickly. Here it refers to 9A. Now, this is important in relation to what we are talking about under paragraph 7.7, where the MAS will consider favorable consideration given in return in terms of certain key processes, all right, to be done by the Singapore entity. If I were to give you some time, you take a look at paragraph 9, appendix 9A at the back of this particular chapter 9. All right, can you turn to the back of this chapter and look at appendix 9A, where I just want to go through very quickly in terms of what has been said at paragraph 7.7. All right, now I hope you are on the same page as I am now at appendix 9A. Appendix 9A. Now here is an illustrative list of proposed assessment of applications for approval of the arrangements under paragraph 11. Right? So table 1 says, advising others concerning any investment product other than advising others by issuing or promulgating research analysis or research reports concerning any new investment products. Now, if you look down that page, you will see that there are a couple of columns there. Right? Type of arrangement, process, chain, and then the assessment MAS is going to do. Right? Now, you look at the type of arrangement, you have 4 there under table 1, 2, 3, 4. Second column, process chain, there are 2 processes. One is prospecting, meaning searching for clients. All right, and the second part in the process chain is advisory. All right, advisory meaning to say know your client, needs analysis, and recommendation of product. All right, so the key is recommendation of the product to a client. Now, then the last column there, you see the word assessment. Right? So under type of arrangement, you see arrangement number 1. All right, prospecting, searching for clients is done by a foreign-related company. All right, and then the advisory is done by the local entity, either the financial advisor or the exempt financial advisor, and in which case the assessment by MAS is likely to be to approve. All right, foreign prospecting of clients, advisory done by the local entity. In that respect, clients are more or less protected in that all the advisory work, right, knowing the client, analyzing client's needs, all right, and then recommendation of product done by the local entity, then MAS is likely to approve. All right, now look at type arrangement 2, where the prospecting is local. All right, we do the prospecting, we're looking for clients, the local entity, but the advisory is done by a foreign-related company. All right, so you look at the assessment criteria. The application for this arrangement under paragraph 11 would be viewed positively if, first bullet point there, the foreign related corporation has the necessary expertise to undertake the advisory process, and clients of the proposed arrangement are restricted to accredited investors, expert investors, or institutional investors. Now, these are the people you will know from what we have discussed so far. These are your very savvy investors, right? Accredited investors, expert investors, institutional investors, right? They may not require the kind of advice or the kind of recommendations provided by the financial advisor, right? So they are deemed to be very savvy investors, and they can do their own research or their own make up their own decision as to whether or not to buy a particular product, all right, or to follow the advice given by the financial advisor. Okay? So that's number 2. All right, foreign related corporation has the necessary expertise, and 2, the clients are very savvy, sophisticated investors. All right, that's type of arrangement number 2. Now, type of arrangement number 3 refers to the fact that this prospecting for clients is done by the local entity, whereas the advisory are jointly, partly local, partly foreign, right? Now, if you look at the footnote, right, 8 there below, you can see this means that the advisory process is undertaken by the Singapore entity with assistance from a foreign-related corporation and vice versa. All right, that means the 2 parties are doing this jointly in terms of the advisory process in the chain. Right? So if that be the case, then the assessments must be similar to type number 2, provided that the foreign-related corporation has the necessary expertise and clients are sophisticated clients as defined thereunder as accredited, expert, or institutional investors. Okay, so that I hope will give you a clear picture as to how MAS will assess the application for approval of the arrangement. Now, type of arrangement number 4, the foreign prospecting and foreign advisory, the answer is no. Okay, MAS will not approve such an arrangement. Right, so that's in terms of Table 1. Now, Table 2 talks about advising others by issuing or promulgating research analysis or research reports concerning any investment product. Okay, so the first one is investment product other than what we are talking about under Type 2. Right. Similarly, if you look at Type 1 arrangement, local, then of course not applicable for Paragraph 11 application. Okay. Now, foreign local, viewed positively if the Singapore entity bears the responsibility for the research analysis or the research reports. All right. Again, this issue about accountability, responsibility, and the Singapore entity bearing the responsibility. And 3, foreign. Even then, in terms of advising others by issuing or promulgating research analysis or research reports concerning any investment product, this is just research stuff. And the application will also be viewed positively if the foreign-related corporation has the necessary expertise to produce such reports. Right? The footnote below, MAS will adopt a broad view in assessing whether this foreign-related corporation has the necessary expertise. Okay? For example, a foreign-related corporation domiciled in country A is presumed to have the necessary expertise to provide research on country A's securities. All right, that is obviously so. And then if you turn the page there, here we are talking about arranging of any contract with regard to insurance. All right, in respect to life policies only, not a contract of reinsurance. Now here again, if you quickly look down the page, you will see Type 1 to 6, right? And very quickly, the process chain now, there are 3 for insurance policies, for life policies. Completing proposal form, liaising with client, right? Then the second step in the process chain is placing order, insurance company, and then client servicing. All right, the last column there is assessment. Again, not to belabor the point, look at Type 1 arrangement. Local, completing the proposal form, liaising with client, placing order also local, then client servicing is foreign. Alright, insofar as the assessment is concerned, application will be viewed positively if clients or the proposed arrangement are restricted to accredited investors, expert investors, or institutional investors. Alright, so they are saying, look, if you are talking about retail clients, then, well, the MAS may not look upon it favorably. Again, it depends on circumstances, as the approach is facilitative, alright? And they are looking at it from the holistic point of view. Right? Now, similarly, type of arrangement 2, foreign, local, same. Alright, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, and then 6, the assessment is different. 6 is foreign in terms of completing proposal form, placing order, insurance company is local, and then client service foreign. Alright, similar, the MAS will view it positively if the clients are savvy investors, right? And the foreign related corporation does not undertake the advisory process under Table 1 in respect of any client who enters into a contract of insurance respect of life policies. Alright, now you can see for yourself very quickly how the MAS is going to look at this arrangement between a financial advisor in Singapore and a foreign related company. Now, of course, you look at type of arrangement 7 under Table 3 there. Right, you see if the completing of the proposal form, talking to client, liaising with the client is foreign, placing order, insurance company is also foreign, client servicing is also foreign, then MAS will say, well, this is there's no need for an arrangement where everything is done by the foreign related corporation. Therefore, alright, no approval will be given in those circumstances. Right? Alright, now you cast your eye across the page there, Appendix 9B. Here it gives you further details in terms of the application for approval. Alright, and the explanatory notes are also given from paragraph 1 to 9. Right? Then further details are given to you under paragraph A there. Information on the Singapore identity. Right? So here is quite self-explanatory. Then B, information on the proposed arrangement. Well, here they give, the MAS gives you some guidelines as well, how to fill up the form. Then paragraph C, information of foreign related corporation, they call it FRC and its representatives. That's under C, paragraph 3 and paragraph 4. Alright, so all those are form filling stuff. You have to comply with the boxes there. Then D talks about the shareholding structure of this and relating to all entities related to the Singapore identity. So this is the group shareholding structure of the Singapore entity. Okay. Then E talks about the details of proposed arrangements under paragraph 6. So here you have to furnish reasons for the arrangement. Why is there a need for this particular arrangement under paragraph 11? Right? And then paragraph 7 talks about the process change and the arrangement for each arrangement. Right? And you can see at paragraph 7 below, those are the things that are repeated from Appendix 9A in terms of local, foreign, or local and foreign, and stuff like that. Okay? We have gone through that. So in the application form, you need to put in the details. Then paragraph F, other information that's relevant to the application, and of course you need to give supporting documents. And paragraph G there talks about the declaration. Right? So here the details under paragraph G11 talks about what kind of declaration you need to make. Alright, the financial advisor or the exempt financial advisor need to make, alright, in order for the MAS to approve this particular arrangement. Alright. Now again, if you turn the page, you will look at Appendix 9C. Here there are further guidelines for you, alright, in relation to the application for the approval. Alright, so you just turn the page there. I do not need to go into the details in terms of the forms to be completed in order to make this application. So that refers to appendix or the relevant appendixes, which will give you a very good idea in terms of how to go about making this application for an arrangement, right, under paragraph 11 of the Financial Advisors Act. All right. Now, if you look at paragraph 9, appendix 9C, there's also a similar provision under the Securities and Futures Act. All right. The idea is similar, right, in terms of the arrangement. All right? Not only in terms of the Financial Advisors Act, but also in terms of the Securities and Futures Act. All right. That covers chapter 9 very quickly. Now we look at chapter 10.